How's it going, everyone? I want to show you guys a 15-minute day trading strategy that you can do for futures, whether it be for prop firms, real account, and all that. And I'll show you guys exactly the only strategy you need: one rule, one setup, one ticker, and that's it. So let's get into the charts here. I'm going to show you guys a 15-minute chart. I'm going to show you guys kind of my layout, what I have. The top and bottom are Keltner channels. We aren't going to need that, so I'm going to give you guys clean price action. Everything that you just need is literally just price action. A lot of that other stuff I use for credit spreads, but this is an entirely different video. I'm going to show you guys how to trade futures. I use SPY on my Webull chart, and I will look at SPY, and it's going to be the equivalent of ES for futures, okay? So when I look at this thing, I'm going to look at the first 945 candle, and I've been doing this strategy so long that I have such great confidence, and I've seen a lot of it happen where I know the ins and out and what to expect and what not to expect. So when you draw the lines on the top and bottom, you can use TradingView, Webull, or if you can use ES. I just find Webull so user friendly. I love it a lot, and I could place my orders on, like I said, Top Step. I have enough of the monitor to the right, and you can do futures and use a prop firm or personal account. I recommend Top Step for prop firms, and then for personal accounts, I recommend Ninja Broker. But as you can see, here's your first 15-minute candle. When you see a price pierce this lower band, this lower horizontal line with a body, not just a wick, but a body, you look to short this. Short this. You look to short SPY. Okay. So, and the minute this closes here, you get in right away and you scale in your micros. All right. And then what happens is price will come in. It can either retest this lower orb or it can just go straight down. So a lot of the times I see though is often a retest. I like to look at EMAs and kind of see what are we looking at. You can see the EMAs can act as huge resistance. But in this case scenario, I just want to show you guys pure price action because your stop loss is going to be up in here. Your stop loss is way up in here, this upper orb. Very rarely do I ever see price go to this lower orb, give us a false signal, and just immediately go up here. It's pretty rare where it just does this kind of pattern here. It gives you this signal here and just goes straight up. A lot of the times when we do a double orb, which is go above this upper horizontal line, it's usually between 1 and 4 o'clock p.m. between that time range. A lot of the times when you get this signal of a bearish trend, because you had that 15-minute below this support. Because remember, if you think of breakout and retest, you have the big support here on the 15-minute. You break the support, retest the support, which is now resistance, and then you come back down. So I always tell people I'm gonna put in micros. All right, I love micros because you can scale out. If you do minis, it's just really risky because your premium is fluctuating a lot. I don't like trading NQ because it's a little too volatile. ES is kind of like that sweet spot, right? It's not too volatile. You can do micros where you make good money, and we have a strategy that works. And our stop loss is way up, up in here. Obviously, bigger the orb, bigger the range of this 15-minute orb is. This is a pretty, decent 15-minute orb. It's pretty big. It's not too small, but as you can see, you can make really nice returns. Look at this big, massive down move. So I would look to scale in micros immediately when I get this signal. I look to do about 3 to 5 micros. You can do 3 micros and scale in more as it goes up here. But a lot of the times is I don't see price go up, drastically in this range. So I would look to do about 3 micros here, 3 micros here, and then maybe it's micros in the very middle. So I make sure that I'm properly accumulating, and then obviously I need to have a stop point where, what, if it just totally goes against me, my stop loss is above this upper orb, and it just won't happen much. I'll show you guys many and many examples. Right in here was a massive gain. You take out micros as it goes down. Because you don't want to just hold these micros and wait for the best. You want to make sure you scale out properly. That way you make this massive win. Now, do you take this again? You can. You can take this again because a lot of the times double orbs, they don't happen often. It's roughly 30% of the time they'll happen where price goes immediately up in here. So you could scale in again right here at this lower orb and in the middle of this 15 minute, because that is the middle is like right in this range here, this middle here, somewhere in here. So you can scale in here and here, and then look and just keep making money and money and money and money. And that's literally what the purpose of this strategy is. The minute we break above this upper orb, the trade is invalid and we look for the long side. But let me show you another previous day on SPY, so you guys can get plenty and plenty of examples of the good, the bad, the ugly, pure price action, nothing to hide, real time happening. Next day, let's do our 945. This is a more smaller orb. That means it's better because now we have a tighter stop loss now. So right in here, you see how the wicks do damage, bodies tell the story. This is not a confirmation. This is a confirmation to short. What happens? Same thing. Breakout retest. We close right here under the orb of the 15 minute. We come back up to come into the orb, which is beautiful because that gives us better entries, more micros to scale in. And then what happens? Price goes all the way down. We take this gain. We do not let this gain not be taken. We do not let this big green candle make us not have any returns. We make sure we trail and stop all these candles here. And then price comes back up. We take a more size here in this low orb, take some more size in the middle of the orb, which is roughly here. You can, it's impossible to get the exact distance, but, put a horizontal line in the middle of this, and that's your next ad. And as you can see, from here, average in with 5 micros here, 5 micros here. However you want to average it in, it's totally up to you. I like to be more passive, and then stop loss is still at this upper orb. You take it in, make massive money. But as you can see, if you keep doing it, come back to the cow and milk the cow too many times, you can see this is a stop loss. The minute you see a 15-minute candle with a body close above this area, you need to get out of the side, all right? Because that right here is telling us that there could be a different chance and trends. Obviously, we went back down here. This is normal. Usually at the end of the day, I don't like to trade because it's a little more rift raft. It's a little more choppiness. You hit this, goes back down and did a triple orb. Triple orbs happen like maybe 10% of the time. All right, so it's all up to you. Your best time to get the most money is at that first time it does that single orb. Waiting till the end of the day, their chances of losing are more likely to happen because trends can change. It's a 15-minute time frame. Right here is your first 15-minute. Where do you look to get your signal? Right here at the 10:30. That is it. You immediately get in. You don't want to just not get in because a lot of times, look what happened. We didn't even touch this lower orb. As you can see, if you immediately get in, you can make some profit here, scale some in. It hits this lower orb to get in again. And then look at this. Just a monster return from here. From Deer was a 2% down move on SPY. Absolutely banger returns. Let's do another thing because this could be just to show you guys day by day by day how this strategy works. Hopefully we see a bad example where we can see, where it doesn't work, okay? Because not everything's going to work. Here's your 945. Wicks do the damage. Bodies tell the story. This is a false signal. We look for the body right in here. We get in right away. We average in right here, lower orb, and then the middle. So we get nice, decent contracts. Here's the middle of the orb. We get here, right here when this candle closes, right here on this lower orb, and then right here in the middle of the orb, your stop loss is right here, okay? But as you can see, price just retests, and what happens, guys, we make absolute bank because we were able to accumulate lots of micros in this area, and we go all the way down, making a big amount of money. All right, so now, here's the risky part. You come back to the cow, what happens? Price hits this lower orb, you buy some more in the middle of the orb, but then you get stopped out on this candle. So I think that the name of the thing is probably play it just one time. That is your best time. The minute you get that first signal, play it again because a lot of the times trends can change in the fast Trump market. As you can see, we can go down and go completely back up. Now, what happens though on this candle at 2 o'clock, we play to the upside. So we immediately get in. What happens is we start to pump. You make really good money. You get in on this candle, comes back down, you can make some more micros, and it pumps to make you massive returns. Now you can see that this upper orb is now support. We break out above it at the 14 o'clock candle, and then acts as a support where you keep jumping up and down, up and down. This is later in the day. I don't like trading later in the day, but as you can see. So the biggest alerts that you're going to make is that first trade of the day that you see. Now you're seeing kind of like the massive returns you can make on those first trade. Right in here, what happens? 945, you get a bullish candle at 10:15. Where do you look to get in? Right away. because sometimes what happens is price just keeps going up and you don't want to lose out on these gains. You can make massive returns keep going up. What happens? Maybe this was some news. Who the heck knows? As market just plummeted down. I'm pretty sure maybe some tariff talk, some news, whatever. And you can see it plummeted down. Now, if you got in again, rinse and repeat the cow, you would have lost this trade as it does this low orb. So maybe you wait for a double orb and play the other side. Play this side one time, look to play the double orb one time. When you get this candle at 12:15 below this 15-minute candle, you are bearish now. The trend is bearish. So you get on here for the short side. You buy some at this lower orb and you buy some at the middle of the first 945. Where's that at? Right in here. It doesn't have to be exact, so you get in right here when you get the section, right here on the lower orb, and right here for some more contracts. You can scale in how appropriate you like. Your stop loss is back at the upper orb. What happens? You make massive returns as price goes dramatically down from the high from here to here. So that's a 0.77% move from the here to there on our signal here. Let's do one more example so you guys can see how I'm trading futures using just 15-minute price action using the 15-minute orb on my unique way of trading it with a proper stop loss and how you can have a clear risk versus reward, no guesswork, probabilities are in your favor. Alrighty guys, here is a very choppy day right in here. Let's experience a harder day. Right in here is your 15-minute orb. Right in here is your downtrend. You get in right away. You can buy some more at the lower orb and buy some more at the middle. Right in here is not confirmation for you to get out. And this is why I don't like to do minis. I want to make sure that, hey, I can stomach this pain if it does. If it goes from lower orb to upper orb in a blink of an eye, I can stomach the pain. And so what happens is price, I repeat, this is probably news at 10 o'clock, most likely, but I do tend to avoid news at 10, so we can't really look into all that, but do keep in mind, if there is news at 10, you probably do avoid, getting in right away. But as you can see, there is no body above here. This is a false breakout. If this had a body of a candle close above the upper orb, you close your position and you would lose on the trade. No big deal. Losses happen. That's part of trading. But as you can see, what happened? We had this dramatic candle down and we shoot all the way down to this 573 from all the way up to 579. We make a drastic drop. Rinse and repeat the cow, like the saying goes, you would lose if you try to short this again because what happens? We just switch into a V-shaped pattern of double orb. I hope everyone took their profit down here. Trail and stop your losses, hold some micros, and just keep trailing it down. That's the name of the game. Right in here, we go to the upside right here at 1245. What happens? We go long. We go right here, we go long, buy some more at the middle of the orb, and we shoot all the way up, making massive returns from here to here. That's how you play both sides of the trend. So if we break the lower, we're shorting. If we go above, we're buying it. All right, that was 12:45. Plenty of time throughout the day for this to pump. Look at these massive green candles the minute we switch trends. I will do one more example for you so you can say, hey, this is not just a lucky strategy. Maybe we're just very lucky. Let's go over this right in here. Some days are going to be easier than others. Some days are going to be harder than others. It's not a 100% win ratio strategy. Nothing is, but I will say this strategy works and makes bank. Right in here is your downtrend candle. You get in the minute this candle closes. All right, right in here you get in, and guess what? It goes down, and you make pretty decent returns. We don't rinse and repeat the cow because, as you can see, a lot of the back tests, it does V shapes and go up. So we wait for this to go up again. Right in here, we get in on the uptrend. We get in right here again, and we rinse and repeat it, and you make the most return on this one, a 1% move here. But you still make good, decent returns on this one too. This was a really good return. From this candle here all the way down was a 0.60%. Very good returns. And that is how, guys, I do my 15-minute orb strategy. Using just pure price action, beautiful entries, beautiful exits. I use micros. That way I have more room for error. If you do minis, it could be kind of brutal because minis, you got to have the most precise entry. And it could go, you could have, it could go your way eventually, but you don't want to just blow your account just because you didn't have, you were just going too big size. A lot of people who blow accounts, they just go too big size, especially for prop firms, personal accounts, you don't want to do that. I have a strategy where we can predict the trend. I look for, that middle orb the low orb. The minute we get the confirmation, low orb and middle orb for entries, and your stop loss is very clear. The minute you go to the opposite side of the orb and you didn't take any profit, you need to get the heck out of the trade, as that is your stop loss. It's super easy, beginner friendly. Anybody can do this. I teach a lot of this in my day trading community. I have an advanced strategy called credit spreads where I make money every day. Selling credit spreads that make this strategy even better, in my opinion, because now you're working with data. Because remember, you can win with credit spreads when price goes down, up, or sideways. I wanted to make this video for futures because it has been so volatile, where this has been an insane strategy. If you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please click how to subscribe if you want to become a member. All you have to do is click day trade alerts. I will post everything in this Discord, how we have advanced strategies on how to make trading simple, day trading. You can pass any futures prop firm doing this strategy. It's very simple. It's not that hard to do. You get your confirmation, wait for the 15-minute order to break up or down. It happens like 30% of the time. It does double orbs. The statistics and the odds are in your favor. You saw the examples for yourself. You can backtest this. You're not going to lose a lot. And the nice thing about this Discord, guys, you can trade real time over my shoulder, and it's only going to cost you $12 a month. So if you hit how to subscribe to hit day trade alerts, literally you're getting access to day trades, swing trades, live streams that I do this live for you guys, my day trading education where I'm going to post consistent content, update things that I found, because I'm always seeing things to improve with the strategy, on things what to do. But this has been an absolute beast, making people tons of money on futures, thousands of dollars a day, passing prop firm accounts, and even personal accounts it works on to make you guys lots of money. If you guys want to join, click on the day trade alerts right here. You get access to everything. If you are not from the US, it might charge you a little extra than $12, but I promise you, you're getting a lifetime of discount. As long as you stay in the server, you will have this lifetime discount. Once you leave, it is going to be a little more expensive, but I want everyone to give a shot, as if you do this promotion, you get grandfathered in for a very good price. And if you are an Android user, you will have to subscribe on your computer, and it is actually better to do that to avoid the iOS fee. Read how to subscribe, guys, if you like this strategy. If you like this video, give it a like, share it to your friends. This is going to change the way we day trade. The first 15-minute candle is all you need. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.